subscribers. Welcome back to my channel, Aquarian Empress Tarot. For those of you guys who are new to the channel, welcome. To my returning subbies, welcome back, you guys. Wanted to hop in really quickly to do a few readings for people who might be interested. If not, I'm gonna hop out. That is it. That is all, you guys. I hope y'all had a blessed weekend. I woke up from a nap like about 2 hours ago, so that's why I'm looking kind of funny. Hey Aisha, how are you, love? Did you get your links that I sent you? I am lighting Palo Santo. I'm just waiting for people to hop in. Like anybody who wants readings, Aisha, because it's pretty much you and Valerie so far for readings. I mean for moderators. I don't know. I might get, you know what? I might ask a couple more people if they want to help moderate, but we'll see. I was thinking about asking Tasha because she's usually here, you know, most of the time whenever I go live, if she would like to help moderate. Since M probably won't be back and she hasn't been back because she was offended by the fact that I said I'm not reading on that situation anymore for her. And so she's not going to be back. I'm pretty sure of it. And that just leaves you and Valerie. And I hate for y'all to have to take the bulk of moderating, especially like the times that we have a lot of people in the chat. So I'm going to be on the lookout. Okay. Oh, what else do I burn? Oh, this is Palo Santo. You can find Palo Santo pretty much at any like metaphysical shop along with sage. Most of the time you can find it. They're like little wood pieces, you know. Usually you can find it. I think, yeah, I got this the same place that I got sage. Also, too, let me know if you if there's anybody that you recommend to help moderate too. Let me know so I can reach out. Yeah, I got this big sage bundle at the same shop that I got this Palo Santo, and I think sometimes they'll sell Palo Santo sticks like in a bundle. Even on Amazon, I think they might carry them too, and a lot of Etsy sellers carry them too. And tomorrow I like to do a final edit of the decks that I got going on because I didn't order before Christmas. I had planned to, and it was right before Christmas, and I knew there would be shipping delays and all of that, so I just didn't even order. But once I do order, which I plan on doing that this week, I'll let y'all know. I'll make an announcement as soon as the decks get here, so everybody knows. And I reported that she ended up giving me a bad review. Child, she ended up giving me a bad review. One damn star on my Etsy shop. So you know what I did? I reported it to Etsy. Etsy was like, well, it doesn't go against our policy, so we can't remove it. I said, okay, bet. So what I did was responded to it, made a public response to it. Because I'd be damned if somebody's going to come to my Etsy shop and slander my business because they didn't want to be patient and wait for their stuff. That's not how we roll. So I'm going to tell the whole story. Oh, do they, Aisha? I actually seen them. I actually seen their Instagram account, I think. And Memphis is like 2 hours from me. So I might end up taking a visit there. Memphis is like 2 hours from there. 2 hours from me. Memphis, Tennessee. So I might end up taking a trip. Y'all know me, I like to roll. I'm always looking for a reason to go somewhere. But yeah, I might have to check them out because I saw that they have a shop there. I seen it on Instagram. I hadn't ordered from them though. There was another company I heard, like I see them a lot. Oh yeah, do you? Oh yeah, girl, that'd be nice. That'll be nice. Me looking for a reason to get out. Get out and be cute. But there was what was the other company I seen? Yes, Art of the Root. Yes, there was another company I seen. And I was like, they have good reviews, but for some reason I don't know about them. Like, I don't know if I want to order from them because I don't want to get disappointed. Like, I don't want to, you know how you get your hopes up high and then it's not like what you expect. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm thinking I might order something from them, like some type of protection oil or something like that, and see how that works out. Because they have their shop on Amazon too. They have it on Amazon. They have it on Instagram. There's actually quite a few shops. Quite a few shops. Yep, Art of the Root. There's another one, I think it's Conjured. Is it Conjured Candles? I'm trying to remember what it was. Okay. I might try to see if I can get a protection oil or something like that. Oh, I think you missed my live stream last night on Instagram, and I didn't, for some reason I wasn't able to save it. But we were talking about how, well, you follow me on Instagram, so you probably see my posts. But we were talking about how a lot of times women like to blame men for everything in relationships. Before folks start coming for me, before y'all start coming for me, excuse me, men have their place in fuckery. They do. They do a whole lot of BS. But that does not exclude the fact that a lot of women are extremely toxic, extremely selfish, egotistical, and narcissistic. And so they get with this guy that they expect to meet all of these ridiculous expectations for them, unrealistic expectations for them. And all of a sudden he becomes the villain. So now she's got to go do something different. And it's like, are you looking for a partner? Or are you looking for the perfect man? Because if you're looking for the perfect man, you're not going to find it. Nobody on this earth is perfect. We all have flaws. We all have, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all have things that we need to work on, things that we need to grow from, things that we need to heal. But a lot of women end up bashing men, especially black men. Black men get the worst rep of everybody. And it's like, all black men are not the same. All men are not the same. So before you start bashing, it's like, take a look and see what is it that you've been tolerating, that you shouldn't have been tolerating. What red flags did he show you in the beginning that you just ignored? Because it's easier to point the finger at the opposite party and say, oh, well, if he had done this, or he doesn't communicate, or, he doesn't help pay bills, or he doesn't help take care of his kids. Is he allowed to come see his kids? Or is it always an argument? Is it always a fight? Is it always conflict every time he comes to see his kids? Like, some people portray the man as always being this horrible person, but it's like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? What are you doing? Like I said, some men are just as guilty, but sometimes it is not true, and men get slandered bad. Like even in readings, I'll see a lot of times where it's like, oh, divine masculines with the karmic, and he's doing this and he's doing that. And I'm like, wait a minute. If divine masculine is with a karmic, right? What the hell is divine feminine doing? What is she doing? Did she not have any clue that he was with a karmic? Did she not have any clue that he had kids? That's true. That is true, Aisha. That is true. But sometimes guys will flat out tell a woman, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this is what I got going on. Woo, 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 woo. I got kids. I got child support. I got this going on. And she still act like it don't matter. But the moment that he pisses her off, then she wants to throw it in his face. Then she wants to bring up the issues. No, don't sit here and act like it's fine when it's not. You low-key have a problem with it. You low-key don't like the fact that he still has to deal with his baby mama. You knew that when you met him. You knew that he told you what he had going on. And you still entertain this person. So you can't be upset later on for whatever goes down because you basically told him it was fine. What are you complaining about now for? Why are you making him out to be the villain? Or when a man does open up, like you're saying, Aisha, sometimes men will open up and they will talk about certain things that happen to them. I know because I specifically had someone tell me this about her dude. Like, they got into an argument and she started talking about really serious shit that happened to him as a child, and it really messed him up. She would throw that back in his face whenever they got into a conflict or an argument. See, that's what I'm talking about. And then she'll get mad and be like, start blaming him and talking bad about him. But it's like, but you were okay with that. Like, make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like those women who are like, oh, well, I know he's married, and you still engage. You're clearly sending that message to that man that you're okay with his behavior. Or you knew he was for the streets. You knew he was in the streets. You knew he was selling and wheeling and dealing. You knew what he was doing. You knew he was about that life. So when you get involved, don't try to, oh, I didn't sign up for this. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. That's what you signed up for. Because you knew what it was when you signed up. Like Drake said, you knew what it was when you signed up. Now you want to complain about it. Like, women are confusing as hell sometimes. It's like, you'll say one thing, but you do something different. Oh, it's like the ones that come in here and be like, oh, I'm done. But you're not done. You're not done. You still answer his phone calls. You still respond to his text messages. You still sending him money. You still paying bills for him. You still taking care of his kids. You still doing this and still doing that. So you're not done. Like, let's not do that. It's contradictive. And you can't get upset with somebody. Yeah, exactly. You can't get upset with somebody. Also, too, like I'm saying, my point is, Aisha, like, just like how we have issues and we want somebody to be understanding, you want a man to be understanding if you're dealing with that man. Like, hey, I have been through some things, you know what I'm saying? This does still bother, certain things still bother me. I'm working on this. You are a work in progress. Why can't women show that same compassion towards men? Why is it that they have to be dogs? They have to be trash. They have to be put down because men are not perfect either. They've been through things too. They have things that they struggle with. Now, I'm not saying to excuse shitty behavior. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is they've been through things too. Consider how that man feels. He has feelings just like you have feelings. So, you know, before you start pointing the finger and blaming everything, just reflect, is all I'm saying, on what role you played in the situation. Is there anything that you could have said differently? Because sometimes women pop off at the mouth and say hurtful shit. Like I was telling you about that one person. Throwing stuff in his face. Yeah, exactly. That's what it boils down to. Think about who you're attracting. Who are you out here picking up at the club? You met him at the side of the road or at the gas station. What did you think was going to happen? What did you think was going to happen? You didn't even take time to get to know this dude. Where did you meet him at? How did y'all meet? You met him online. You met him at church. Wherever you met him at. That's something to consider. But not even that. It's just men are human beings too. And they have feelings and emotions just like women have feelings and emotions. Men like to feel reassured like women like to feel reassured. They want to know that you're interested or attracted to them just the same way that we want to know that that person is attracted to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the golden rule. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Because women have fits and tantrums. Yes, they do. Oh, he said this. I'm not talking to him. I'm not dealing with him. Women have to, okay, so if you're going to play those games, then don't expect him to come around. Or every time y'all get into a fight, you say something about his past. You say something about him being molested. You say something about certain things that he trusted you with or shared with you, and now you've thrown it in his face? Do you expect him to be do you expect him to want to be a part of that relationship? You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes women can be bitter and hateful, and they don't think about that. It's just, well, he this and he that and he that. Oh, he don't make enough money for me. I need this and I need that. Well, what is it that he needs? What, he's working a full-time job. What more do you want from him? Like, consider the other person is all I'm saying before you start pointing the finger. Before you point the finger, look and put yourself in that, empathize. Empathize with that person. Put yourself in that other person's shoes and say, if it were me, how would I feel if somebody was talking to me like this? Or somebody's constantly questioning me. Because women do shit like that too because of their own insecurities. Constantly questioning, well, who is that? Where are you going? When you coming back? What time you leaving? Who all gonna be there? Who you going with? All these questions. He's not a child. He's an adult. This is what I was saying last night on my Instagram live stream. Like, you'll say that you want a man, but you treat him like a child. Men don't want to be treated like children. Grown men do not want to be treated like children. You can question your child, but it's different when it's your man. You don't question your man about what he got going on. If you don't trust him, then why are you calling him your man in the first place? Stuff just don't make sense to me. It don't. And it'll be, well, I just want to make sure ain't nothing going on. No. Hey, Tasha. Hey, love, how are you? That's the thing, Aisha. That's exactly my point. Allow him to be a man. He's not a child. But a lot of women, especially black women, want to get in his face, cuss him out, accuse him of all type of stuff before you even have all the facts laid out, have an attitude or whatever the case may be, instead of having an adult conversation about what's bothering you. Asking questions instead of making accusations. Does that make sense? Like, oh, well, babe, you were gone for a little while. Is everything okay? Put it in the question instead of, you were gone for 3 hours. I know you was down there with so-and-so. It's a different tone. You see what I'm saying? You ask instead of accuse, you get better results. That's what I'm saying, Aisha. They already got strikes against them. I'm doing great, love. Today's been self-care for me. I have been so tired and drained from work since yesterday. And I was like, my body was just tired. I didn't have the energy to post. So I still have the last 3 signs to do. Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. I plan on doing that in the morning. But, and then trying to work on, I am going to go back to doing love readings. But, well, y'all know me. I'm going to be very direct in my love readings. Because the purpose for my readings is growth. So even with that, it's not going to be like, you know, just the regular, what they're thinking about you or how they feel about you. You know what I mean? It's going to be, okay, what are you doing in this situation? Right, because we the last ones in the zodiac, Aisha. It'll be, okay, so here's a situation with your person, right? Like, for example, the next one I plan on doing for those who are not in contact, no communication readings will be, why haven't you heard from them? And then whatever messages Spirit gives in that reading, the advice-wise, I'm also going to put in there, okay, this is on you at this point. Yeah, you have feelings for this person, but if this person hasn't been communicating with you, that's also a red flag. That they either have things that they need to work out, they're dealing with, they're not ready for a relationship. So don't take it personal. One of the things that I love about being an Aquarius woman is my ability to detach from things. Like, it's not my problem. I'm not going to sit here and be in my feelings about it. If he's not talking, then he's got something going on and I'm going to let him deal with it. Because he ain't got to deal with it over here. But some women don't have that ability. Some women are so wrapped up in their person, or they're so attached to that person, they don't know how to give somebody space to work on or deal with whatever they got going on. And if he's gone too long, then we're no longer in a relationship, because I'm not going to claim somebody that can't even communicate, because that's bare minimum. And that's what I try to get people to use common sense. It's bare minimum to communicate with the person you're claiming to be your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, whoever, whatever. That's bare minimum. So if they can't give you bare minimum, and you're asking tarot readers how this person feels about you, what their intentions are, do you see what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense to me. What their intentions are towards you, how they're feeling, stuff like that. Listen, you've been with this person 2, 3, 4, 5 years and you don't know this? Make it make sense to me. At some point, you have to stop tolerating and say, okay, either it's this or it's that. At some point, either it's this or it's that. Either we doing this or we not doing it at all. But like I said, codependency is a big issue for a lot of women. A lot of women. That's why I don't have as many followers on my channel as, some of the big major tarot reader channels, because I don't buy into the narrative of the whole labels of twin flame, soulmates, all that shit. I don't buy into it because it keeps people stuck in toxic situations. And so people are constantly looking for readings to validate their situation, to validate what they're going through. And it could be bullshit. The whole thing could be bullshit. Oh, well, your twin he's thinking of you, and he's thinking this about you, and he's feeling this way. But what is he doing, though? Let's be real. What is he doing about it? He loves you. He wants this connection. Okay, so now what? Because desire is one thing. Lust is another thing. Action is another thing. You gonna talk about it, be about it. To me, it doesn't make sense to keep labeling someone as, oh, this is a twin flame relationship. He's still unhealed, and he's still got triggers and trauma that he's dealing with. Okay, so move his ass. He needs to move his ass. He's not relationship material. Why would I be sitting here talking about a twin flame relationship with this person? Make it make sense. Am I making sense? Y'all tell me. Because it doesn't, I think people get offended at the fact that I don't care for that. Because I think, me personally, it's not that I don't believe it exists, but I don't believe it exists for a lot of people. I believe it's very few situations where it applies. And even then, who wants to be running and chasing behind somebody? Who in their right mind? I don't. Running and chasing? No. That sounds desperate to me, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to encourage my clients to do it. It's just pure foolishness to me. Why would I have you chasing around somebody who's still healing, who's still trying to find themselves, who doesn't know what they want in a relationship? No. No. All right, y'all. Let's see what we got going on here. Right? Let's see. I'm gonna get some I'm gonna do some collective messages, y'all. See what spirit brings up. I'm gonna use my Rebel Oracle deck. All right. Holy Spirit, Divine Source, what messages do you have for the collective at this time? Messages for the collective. I'm gonna say Divine Feminine specifically, because I haven't done that in a while. What messages do you have for my Divine Feminine spirit? Right. Only thing you should be chasing is a check. It says you're being shady. It says watch out, shit could get ugly. And this doesn't necessarily have to be you. It could be somebody you're dealing with is being shady. And also to me, this is also Spirit's reminder to us Divine Feminines to pay attention to things. Trust your intuition. If I didn't learn anything from 2021, trust that intuition. Trust that intuition. It don't never lie. It don't never lie. why too, like, for my moderators, I always tell y'all, if y'all feel somebody funny energy coming into the live stream, block them. Y'all, you don't have to ask me nothing. Block them, because if your intuition is already giving you that information, it's more than likely it needs to be done. We've got fuck, shit is about to get real. You need your people around you. Yeah. So surround yourselves, Divine Feminine, surround yourselves with people who actually do love and support you. Family, close friends, you know, people who actually support you. We've got, you need a big hug, squeeze. And then we've got, it's not everyone else's fault, it's yours. Spirit is so funny sometimes, I swear. You're a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. That's it, point blank, period. That's what I was just talking about, Aisha, with women blaming men. Right? Exactly. Or through this app, I'm not using YouTube. I'm using a Prism Live Studio. Through this app, I can block people. So I do it. But yeah, time them out. And if they pop back in, then I'll just block them. So yeah. Some of y'all Divine Feminines definitely need to make sure you have a strong support system for real. Because, I mean, as much as you like to depend on your person, and you should be, let me clarify that. If you're in a relationship with somebody, or you're claiming somebody as a boyfriend, girlfriend, you should be able to rely on that person for love and support, because that's the whole point of a relationship, right? But don't forget to nurture the other connections in your life that have always been there for you. Close friends, family, whoever it is, the people who have supported you your entire life. Don't forget those people. Don't forget to show them love. Don't forget to check on them or do acts of kindness for them, because they've been there for you. They've been your support system. And don't let your ego get in the way either. Your pride and ego get in the way and keep you from asking for help when you need it. Because sometimes you need to reach out. Sometimes, especially for the mothers, some of y'all who are mamas, my hat's off to y'all and my prayers up for y'all, because being a mom is not easy. But sometimes you need a break. Sometimes you need some time to yourself, some time to think, some time to clear your space. And sometimes you may have to call your mom and say, hey, mom, can you keep the kids for me tonight? I got a lot going on. Can you keep them tonight? That is okay. Or your best friend. Like, hey, can we go out tonight? Can we get some drinks? Can we do something? Like, call, you know what I'm saying? Keep those connections going. The people who've always been there for you, the people who've always supported you, keep those connections going. All right. I'm going to get some more collective messages too. Ooh. Spirit, what other collective messages do you have for the Divine Feminine? Let's see what we got. Heart opening. We've got heart opening. I forgive you. Here's the thing, because we talked about this before, right? With forgiveness. Opening your heart chakra. And I think there's certain colors like green. And I believe the crystal is aventurine, if I'm saying that correctly. Aventurine helps with the heart chakra. Also, doing things of kindness and showing love to other people helps you to open your heart chakra more, to be more open. Putting yourself in other people's shoes. And also releasing any like anger and bitterness and resentment towards someone. Not for them, but for you, so that you can move forward. And here's the thing with forgiveness. It doesn't mean that you're going to forget. It doesn't mean that you might from time to time still remember what happened. It just means that you're able to release so that you can receive better in your life. All right. What else we got? Open book. We got open book, Divine Feminines. You are not obligated to share everything with others. Keep certain ideas and thoughts to yourself in order to preserve the magic. Yes. Keep some things secret. If you have plans to do some things, keep some stuff to yourself. You don't have to tell nobody. Just do what you're going to do. Everybody, sometimes there's just certain things you want to just keep to yourself. You don't have to tell not a soul. Just do what you're going to do. And a lot of times people ruin blessings because they don't know how to move silently. Too many people know they can read your hand. They know what you got going on. And that's how a lot of times people who are empaths attract narcissists, attract leeches, attract codependent people, because they can read your hand. They know what you've got going on. So they use your kindness for weakness. So they take advantage of that. They're like, oh, she's an open book. We see what she got going on. Let's see how we can get in there and take advantage. We've got composure. I remain calm under pressure, even when other people are trying to engage me in conflict. So this is definitely something to consider. Definitely during this Mercury retrograde. Like, these are great messages. Composure, remaining calm. I think it's a proverb that says a man who could control his mouth is a very powerful person. Because people sometimes do things just to piss you off. People sometimes do things just to see how far they can push your buttons. Don't give them that pleasure. Don't even give them that pleasure. And we've got adversity. I accept my current challenges as an opportunity to grow and learn something new about myself, and to correct any behaviors of my own that may need adjusting. So when things get tough, that's a moment to examine and reflect. That's a moment to examine and reflect. It says, I accept my current challenges as an opportunity to grow and learn something new about myself, and to correct any behaviors of my own that may need adjusting. So that's something to think about whenever we go through something that seems like it's difficult, it's challenging. Is there anything that I can do better? Should I have done something differently? Should I have said this differently? Should I have done more? Could I have done more? Those are things to think about. Remaining calm in tough situations. And then at the bottom of the deck, I've got confusion. I take responsibility for my own decisions that contributed to challenging situations. Sometimes we are the problem. Sometimes we are the person that caused some sort of confusion and chaos. And that's where humility and shadow work comes in, because that's when you acknowledge your faults and say, you know what, I was wrong, and I need to fix this situation, not blaming it on somebody else. All right, y'all. So let me see what other messages Spirit has for my Divine Feminines. Tasha Love, you have a question for me? You and Aisha are the only two people here. So if you got a question for me, I'll get y'all. I was going to ask you too if you would be interested in moderating, because you're like almost always here. And it's not a hard thing to do. And anytime you're not here, it's fine. Okay, we got, King of Swords. King of Swords. You got a question too, Aisha? Okay. All right, love. So we got the King of Swords, the Hierophant, the Strength, and the Seven of Pentacles. So some of you guys are having to exercise the courage to, with the Strength card to stand up for yourself and take your energy back. Take back your power. And this King of Swords energy, like really stepping into masculine energy. Because I feel like you guys may have been dealing with someone that you thought was on the same page as you when it came to relationships in a traditional sense. Like You wanted something serious, something committed, and you actually had a goal for that connection. For some of you divine feminines, if it resonates with you, let me know. But this person was just a time waster. With the Seven of Pentacles here, this person was not really invested, because the Seven of Pentacles is about investing time, delays, that type of thing, planting seeds. But I feel like this person pretty much dragged their feet when it came to giving to this situation. And so that's why you ended up having to, might have had to cut somebody out, might have had to put somebody in their place and tell somebody, you're done. You're just done. You're done with the situation because it's not going anywhere. So you have to stand in your power here with the Strength card. This is big Leo energy. This is all about being bold, fearless, having standards and having boundaries for yourself and knowing your worth. And that's exactly what some of you had to do, because the situation was not, you may have even prayed about the situation, because the Hierophant is also indicative of spirituality, of religion, of morals, values, things that were important to you. And you expressed it to this person. Some of y'all may have been dealing with a fire sign, could have been a Leo. But you expressed that to this person and you two were not on the same page. So that's why the connection hasn't gone very far. Specifically, if somebody is dealing with a Leo, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. Whoever that message is for, it is a waste of time. Now, it could be any sign, but because this is a collective reading. But some of you guys have had to actually stand up and decide to withdraw your energy and take your power back from this situation, because this person wasted your time. This person wasted your time. Okay. Let me make sure I'm understanding. So you're trying to see, like, what would be the better option for you, Aisha? Is that what you're saying? Like, if you should give your energy to name brand or great? What do you mean? I'm not sure I understand the question. And I want to make sure I'm understanding it. Collectively. Yeah, the situation is stuck for a lot of you guys. You had to walk away and you're now focused on self for a lot of you. With the Hangman and the Eight of Cups, you let go. You're letting God take over. And you love yourself enough to move on. That's exactly what it says, to elevate, move on, and evolve from the situation. You realize what it was. And so now you're focused on your life, your healing, your growth, your money, all of those things. Yeah, because you're wanting somebody who's actually going to put in the work. Knight of Pentacle energy here. Oh, okay. So you have, okay, I see what you're saying now. Thank you for clarifying that, because I was like, wait a minute, am I understanding? I always want to make sure I understand the question, because my goal is to listen very attentively before I ask. Okay. Okay, I got you. So then the question is, what is the possible outcome if you stick with name brand versus great value, right? Would that kind of be like the question? Like, what would be the possible outcome if you stuck with this versus that person, right? You know what I'm going to ask? I know how I'm going to ask this question. I'm going to ask Spirit, what is the energy surrounding, okay. I'm going to ask what is the energy surrounding one versus the other, so we can get like a better picture of what's going on with one versus the other. All right. I got you. All right, Holy Spirit. Please show me the energy surrounding name brand towards Aisha. What is the energy surrounding him towards Aisha? He wants to move forward with you. 6 of Swords. Like he wants to, yeah. For me, this could also be growth too, because he may have been through a lot of things in his past in relationships, Aisha. I don't know if you know that. I don't even know if y'all had that discussion, but he's ready to move forward towards something peaceful. He's looking forward to like, not having to be so guarded. 7 of Wands. He's looking forward to being able to actually open up and be vulnerable. And this is what I was talking about earlier. Men also, they want to, they want to feel love. They want to feel like they're safe enough to be vulnerable, which is what I was explaining earlier. Like if you're a woman, right, and you're pursuing a relationship with a man, you have to understand that men operate differently, but they desire the same exact things that we desire. They desire to have good conversation. They desire to laugh. They desire to feel heard, to be seen, to be acknowledged. So you can't do that with a toxic person. And if he's been in a relationship with someone toxic before, he may have his guard a little bit up, but he is ready for something peaceful. He is ready for something peaceful, loving, supportive. All right. I don't even know why this. Okay. All right, Spirit. Give me one card, how he feels towards Aisha. How does name brand feel towards Aisha? Yeah. Yeah, he's guarded. What does he desire from this connection? 6 of Pentacles. He desires reciprocation. See what I'm saying? Okay, so now, so you see he wants balance. And the 6 of Pentacles is about equal give and take. It's reciprocity. Both people here, you see both of these people down here, and he's got the scales here. Both parties involved equally sharing, equally exchanging information, equally supporting and showing love, care, and concern. And that's what he desires from this connection. All right, so let's go over to great value. All right, Holy Spirit. What is the overall energy surrounding great value towards Aisha? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like he's rigid. Whoever this person is, it's almost like he's... Because the Queen of Pentacles typically would be a nurturing person, someone who's very supportive, someone who wants to help, be helpful. I'm feeling like he's only concerned about himself. I feel like this person is very much about himself with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Very much about himself and where he's headed. How does he feel about Aisha? How does he feel, Spirit? Ooh, the Lovers. The Lovers. He definitely has strong feelings for you. What is his desire? What is his desire? Oh, 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so that's, okay, you see it? And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Wands. And y'all know how I feel about the Page of Wands. Pages, any type of page in tarot is like, boy, bye. Because pages they're not kings. They're damn sure not the emperor. So you're getting, if you get bare minimum from that individual, that's page energy. He's very much in a Page of Wands energy. Meaning that in his mind, he's single, ready to mingle and do whatever he wants to do. All right. So when I ask, how he feels. We got the Lover, so that means he does have feelings for you. I do not believe it's like, oh, I'm in love with Aisha. I do not believe that at all. Because when I ask what he desires, we have the Four of Pentacles. This is stingy energy. This is emotionally unavailable energy. This is holding back. See how he's holding on to all these little pentacles he got? Because 4 is one less than the 5 of Pentacles. And 5 of Pentacles is also a very much scarcity, lack mentality. So this is telling me already that he's not going to be willing to open up very much, not emotionally. He got a few little feelings for you, but like a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a little bit of feelings. It's not like he's ready to invest in a connection. Nothing like that. You see what I'm saying? So that tells you everything you need to know. Like, he's literally holding on to everything he has. And then we got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse too. So that's already a very much stingy type of energy. Like, I'm not really going to be able to budge much. I'm not really going to give much. I'm not going to, you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really giving you too much. It's funny because, a lot of times people mirror each other's energy. Like, the energy someone puts out is the energy they get back. And maybe you feel that way because you are picking that up intuitively from him. Energetically, you were picking up that, man, he don't seem like he finna try to give. He don't seem like he's really all that interested. Spirit, what are his intentions? Can you give me one card for his intentions? Great value. What are great value's intentions towards Aisha? Look at this. Leaving you out in the cold, girl. Leaving you out in the cold. Leaving you out in the cold when I ask what his intentions are. So he probably wouldn't even stick around that long. See, this is why I be telling you, trust your intuition, and you were already feeling that. Oh, girl, I wouldn't even told him nothing like that. That ain't his business. I wouldn't even told him how much you get paid. That ain't your business. You trying to get to know me? Why do you need to know what's in my pockets? Why is that? Why is that a concern of his? See, Nope. Some stuff, nope. Don't need to be, nope. We ain't on that level like that. But the thing is, what are you willing to bring to the table? You see what I'm saying? Regardless, it doesn't matter where I'm working at. I'm working. And are you working? Do you have something that you can contribute? Like, That's his intention, though. Let me see what is the intention for name brand. What are his intentions, Spirit, towards Aisha? Whoa, I got too many. What are name brand's intentions? King of Cups. King of Cups. Yeah, look. Yeah, so that shows compatibility. I love this, Aisha. Thank you for this, because this just gave me an idea to do for pick a card readings. Are you compatible? I think I'm going to do a pick a card for are you compatible? For those people who are talking to somebody or dating. Yes, don't tell everything, and to learn lessons from your experiences, Tasha. That was the message. Like, remaining calm during setbacks and situations, and being able to look at it in a mode of reflection. Yep, I think y'all are compatible, Aisha. Because we got the King of Cups. The King of Cups is mature. He's emotionally mature. By the way, he's very supportive. He's very loving. He's very affectionate. Those are his intentions towards you. You see the complete opposite, this one versus this one. You got the Five of Pentacles for great value, and you got the King of Cups for name brand. See what I'm talking about? Trust that intuition. Trust it every time. And I be laughing because people really be thinking the tarot, oh, that ain't, yeah, it's very real. It's very real. Right, Tasha? It's very real. Spirit, any advice for Aisha? Yeah, I was gonna ask y'all too, if you have any y'all email me, because if you have any suggestions for pick a cards or even readings, let me know. Florida water. I have a spray bottle, and I just lightly spritz over my decks when I get them in. You know, like from the manufacturer, I'll just lightly spritz over them. Or I burn sage. I'll just burn sage and run them through that smoke to cleanse them, and pray and ask for cleansing and protection. That's it. And then you just want to go through and put your energy and intentions through. Just shuffle them through so it picks up your energy, because ain't nobody else gonna touch them. I just do it because it comes straight from the manufacturers. And I'm glad you asked that question. I'll put that as a tip too on my Instagram for people who are reading tarot. Like, if a great way to cleanse your cards, Florida water, sage. You can set some of them, like I have a few decks here with crystals on top of them. Crystals are to help connect energetically. So when you get ready to pick up your deck, it picks up your energy. But the sage or Palo Santo or the Florida water is great for cleansing anything spiritually. It's just one of those main staples. So I have it in a little spray bottle. I actually bought a whole thing of it from Amazon, and I use it sometimes to mop my floors or things like that. And you can use it, Florida water, like I'll use it to clean my altar space down, and even my ancestor space down. I'll use it to clean that off too. But yeah, that's how I normally clean them. Yep. Tasha Love, did you have a question for me? Oh, what was I looking for? My little, what do we say? Pick a card, right? Pick a card. Are you compatible? Because I think that's something that a lot of people fail to realize too. A lot of times people get so heartbroken about a breakup, and it's like, whoa. It's like, it's okay to break up. Sometimes you're just not meant to be together. Okay, love, I got you. Sometimes you're just not meant to be with that person. Just because you like them or whatever, don't mean y'all are compatible. Don't mean you're on the same page. That's the whole point of dating. Getting to know people. And everybody that you go out with is not going to be relationship material. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Divine Love. You hopped in just in time. If you got a question for me, love, let me know. Because y'all the only few people up in here. Let's see, Spirit. What messages do you have for Tasha in regards to the Aries, Spirit? What does she need to know? What's the overall energy? What's the overall energy surrounding Tasha and the Aries? Yep, I spent time with family this morning, and then when I got home this afternoon, showered, paid bills, and took a nap. And I slept for a long time. What's the overall energy surrounding the Aries and Tasha, Spirit? Overall energy. Whoop. Diamonds, solid. Okay, love. Diamonds, solid. You, this is actually a very strong connection that the two of you have, Tasha. Tell me more, Spirit. Mutual energy between these two. Ooh, Spirit said forbidden. Spirit said forbidden. I feel like though with forbidden, this could be, there's toxicity here. There's toxicity here in the sense that maybe this is not meant to be. Maybe there's things about one or the other party that still need to be healed, still need to be worked out, because as strong and as solid as this connection is, there's a lot of issues between the two of you. And I feel like it's more so on his end than yours, because I know you've been doing the work. I know you've been doing your work. But I feel like this is more so on his end. That there's issues that he's not really... And that's the thing. That's the thing. If somebody is not willing to make changes or make sacrifices for a connection, then they don't want that connection. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want it. If you really want something, you're going to do what you have to do to get it done. Yeah, look, we got single. We got single. That's your energy. That's your energy. You definitely feel like this is a forbidden connection. Like, you're not supposed to be with him because there's toxicity here. And you're not, also, I feel like with diamonds, it's like you're not being treated. Diamonds are precious, okay? Precious stones. Precious stones. Like, for example, like this bracelet is real diamond. But if something happens, I have insurance on it. So I would have to send it to the jeweler to have any diamonds that fall out replaced. Because it's of that much value. And that's what you haven't been getting from this situation. With the value and the level of respect that you should. And that's a problem. So that's why now you're in the single energy. Even though it's painful. What is this dripping off this heart? Yeah, an icicle. Even though it's painful, you have to take care. You have to do what's best for you at the end of the day. Love can only get you so far, and love is not enough. You can love somebody to death and leave them. You know what I'm saying? We have worthy. Yeah. You're worthy of more than what you've been given. Yeah, Spirit says know your worth here. That's what Spirit says. Be willing to be single because you know your worth. If it's not right, it's not right. And Spirit will always give us signs. That's why I say trust your intuition. We have holiday bliss. I feel like maybe you were kind of down during the holiday season because maybe you wanted to spend time with this individual. But Spirit's like, you're not being treated what you're worth. Even the Bible says a virtuous woman, her price is far above rubies. A woman who knows her power, who knows her worth, who has a lot to give, who is loving, her price exceeds rubies or diamonds because she is valuable. You are an asset to whatever man comes in, you're an asset to him. So if he can't pay the price for the diamond, then he shouldn't be wearing it. He shouldn't be claiming it. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Make sure I didn't miss a card. Okay. All right, Spirit. Any other messages you have for her in regards to the Aries? Any messages that you need for Tasha to know in regards to the Aries? Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't remember. When I find that proverb, I promise y'all I will post it. Because it says that a virtuous woman, her price is far above rubies. That tells you something about a woman. A woman is very valuable. Even in God's eyesight, women are very valuable. We give life. We bring forth life. We keep bloodlines going. So your value, if women really understood the depth of their value, they would stop settling. Stop settling for stuff that's not giving you what it should be giving you. And whether you actually physically have children or not, a woman is still valuable because she still has a lot to give. It's just in our nature. We have Page of Wands. Page of Wands. He could be very much in being single, in his single energy right now. 6 of Cups, but he wants to reconcile. 6 of Cups, and we are in Mercury retrograde in Aquarius at that. So cutoff game is very strong. For those of us whose sun sign is in Aquarius, we really gonna feel it. 6 of Cups. Yeah, he wants to reconcile. He's thinking about the good times y'all shared and whatnot. He's nervous. Knight of Swords. He's very nervous. He's very much in his head about this connection. Like, he can't stop thinking about you. The Devil is here. This is telling me he's obsessed with, like, in his mind, he's trying to figure out what's going on with you. He's trying to put 2 and 2 together. But at the same time, it's like he's low-key trying to act hard. Like, he's not bothered by it. He's trying to act like he's not bothered by it, girl, but he's bothered by it. Let me tell you, he's bothered by it. Because he can't get it out of his mind. Anytime you have the 9 of Swords and the Devil together, because you know the Devil is about obsessive thoughts. Yeah, and he's very tempted to reach out to you. But it's like he doesn't know how you're going to respond. Yeah, he doesn't know how you're going to respond. Look, we've got the Emperor, which this is his energy. This is Divine Masculine's energy, and this is Aries energy. So thank you, Spirit, for confirmation. But he knows that you've pulled your energy back. 4 of Swords, whether you're healing, whether you're taking some time to reflect on this, or even if just to reconsider if you even want this, or just taking a break. 4 of Swords. He knows. He knows, like, don't even go there. That's so crazy to me. Like, that's so crazy to me that people will try to act like they're unbothered by something that totally bothers them. And it's like, instead of humbling yourself and apologizing for how you've behaved and how you've mishandled the situation, you're going to sit here and act like you're unbothered. Like, sir, if you really love me, then you would call me up and say, hey, babe, can we work this out? Can we talk about it? You know, meet me somewhere. I really want to talk to you. See what I'm saying? We got the Sun, and we also have the 3 of Swords. I feel like this is just your energy. You're trying to focus on healing because this has been hard for you. 3 of Swords. This has been hard, and it's okay to grieve. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to cry about the situation because it's painful, especially when you wanted things to work out. But Spirit says joy comes in the morning. Better is on the way. Better is on the way. There's going to be an opportunity for someone to come in that's really going to make you happy. Yeah, 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is all about focusing on what makes you comfortable and being content with where you are right now. Find your joy in where you are right now. Find your joy in raising your children, being a mother, being surrounded by so much love and support. This is why I will continue to be an advocate of affirmations, daily affirmations. I am loved. I am surrounded by love. I give love freely. I receive love freely. Because when you tell yourself those things consistently, you start to really see that come into play. You are not alone. You are not unattractive. You are not unintelligent. You are everything that you set your mind to be. And you have a ton of support in the spiritual realm and the physical realm. You have people here who really want the best for you, who really have love and concern for you, regardless of whether it's an intimate partner, your best friend, your mom, your sister, whoever it is. You have people here who love and support you. And that's what Spirit wants you to surround yourself with. The secret to healthy, yes, that is beautiful, Tasha. Yes, that is exactly what Spirit wants you to do. Yeah, there's going to be somebody that's going to come in. A King of Wands is here. There's going to be somebody that's going to come in, and this person is going to have a very strong personality, and they're going to want to give to you. However you meet this person, whether in person or online. Let me just say this too. Dating in person can be just as dangerous as dating online. I don't know why people tend to constantly bash online dating. You just have to be a responsible adult no matter whether you're meeting this person at the club in person or you're meeting this person on Tinder. You have to use common sense, discretion, and discernment. And women have to think safe. Safety first. Always safety first. Do not get in a car with somebody you don't know or you just met. Do not tell somebody your location that you just met, your address that you just met, the names of all of your children that you just met, who your parents are that you just met. If anything, you would give your parents that information so they know, okay, he drives a BMW. What's the license plate number? What's his phone number? What's his first and last name? See, because if something goes down, then your family has information that can help with the situation. You see what I'm saying? But be smart about it. Because I see too many people on different videos and stuff around YouTube, and they're like, oh, online dating, people's comments. You see people in comment sections. Online dating is, it's so dangerous. So is going to a club and meeting somebody. So is going to the grocery store and meeting somebody. Like, it can be just as dangerous. You don't know who you're dealing with. So just be smart. Whatever you do, be smart. But I agree with you, Tasha. Patience is the best. I tell you, from experience, you're most welcome, love. Definitely sending you all love. The best way to meet somebody is when you're not looking. That's the best way you're going to meet somebody. And also, if you have in your mind, like, you have to get it out of your mind that you have a particular type of person that you want, because sometimes our type is not what spirit wants for you. Sometimes what you think you want is not what spirit wants for you. It's not. And you can, if you look back and you see the pattern of people that you dated, your type, where has that gotten you? I'm just saying. So when spirit sends you somebody that may not necessarily fit the physical description of what you think is attractive, don't be so quick to knock this person, because this person could have all of the character traits. Notice I didn't say personality, because at the core of your character, that's who you are. Personality is funny, humorous, adventurous, outspoken, quiet, shy. Those are personalities. Character is respectful, responsible, has self-control. Do you see what I'm saying? That's character. You want someone who has good character, not who's light skinned with hazel eyes and a fade. Because do you see what I'm saying? That could mean anything. See what I'm saying? And those relationships end up being the best relationships because you're not looking for them. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm speaking that from experience. Like, when I met my person, I did not want him. As a matter of fact, I pushed him away for over a year before we finally connected. So, and it's been the best relationship I've ever had. So just consider that. I'm not saying that you don't want to have attraction to your person. That's not what I'm saying. But sometimes we have this thing in our mind that, oh, I want this person. He's got to be 6 foot tall, dark and handsome, blue eyes, blonde hair, or tall, brown eyes, whatever it is. You've got all these physical traits. But where's the character? Right. Where's the character? You see what I'm saying? Where is the character? And sometimes that person that you push away really genuinely is that person who wants to be there for you, who wants to support you. But you're pushing that blessing away because you're not looking at the bigger picture. Only thing you're looking at is, I don't want to be bothered right now. I don't have time for this. Or you're so engulfed in wallowing in the pain of what you just ended that you're not even saying, you know what? Maybe, and this is always my thing. I guess, I don't know if this is just an Aquarius thing, but if I can at least be friends with somebody, there's a possibility that friendship can grow into more. At least give the person a chance to be a good friend, Let them be a good friend first. Right, we all guilty, Aisha. Let them be a good friend first. If y'all want a tip from me when it comes to dating folks, keep them at an arm's length. Like, keep them at an arm's length. When you first start to get to know them, when you first keep them distant, you got to keep that space. Keep them as a friend first. Like, keep them, you know that term friend zone? They got to be friend zone first. Because, yeah, you get too close too fast. No. Friends first. If you can be a good friend, then more than likely, you can be a good partner. But if you can't even be a good friend, you can't be my best friend, then no, no. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. Divine. Give up every day. It takes work. It takes work and it takes space too. It takes space because I'm telling y'all. Friends first, lovers later. Friends first, lovers later. Oh, y'all. Hang on. I'm going to turn this heat down because I'm burning up. Aisha said she gotta have everything her way. Whew. See, this is my little spray bottle, Aisha. And I usually keep it in here or in my living room, wherever I have my tarot cards at. And I usually just pour Florida water in here. You can put other stuff in here too for cleansing, but that's what I usually put in there. But yeah, friends first, lovers later. Listen, ladies. Y'all gotta be patient with these brothers. You gotta be patient. You can't just be, listen, y'all can't just be throwing a whole man away. You can't just be throwing a whole man away. Divine. Y'all can't just be out here throwing a whole man away. Oh my goodness. Trust me, I done been there. I'm like, you know what? Just throw it all away. But I can't do nobody like that because that's just wrong. It ain't right, y'all. I used to say, yes, ma'am. Throw the whole man away. But that's what we was talking about earlier. You know, men are not perfect. You know, they have you got to pray for them because they have issues too sometimes. Got to keep them lifted up in prayer. And sometimes you just got to let them go through whatever shit they got going on. Just let them go through it on their own. That's what happens. You know how sometimes, like even us readers, right? We try to give advice. Yep, that's what it is, Divine. That's what it is, full. Sometimes we try to help people, even people in life, like a friend or a coworker or a cousin or somebody. You know how you try to just anybody, you try to help, give them a little piece of advice or whatever. People want to, well, that don't apply to me. Well, I'll do this when I get ready to do it. Men be like that sometimes too, and sometimes you know a hard head makes a soft ass. So sometimes you have to let them fall on it, because it's like, as much as they don't like to admit it sometimes. Especially when it comes to matters of money, men are not always good with it. And so when you try to give them sensible advice on how to build their credit or how to manage their money better, I don't need nobody to tell me. Okay, great. All right, when you lose that little car, don't call me up to come get you because I'm not going to come get you. All right, when you get arrested for that warrant that you didn't pay, it ain't my problem. It ain't my problem. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you have to let people fall on their ass to learn their lesson before dealing with them. Let them deal with it. Or they have a situation where their child's mother, they're still dealing with their child's mother, and they don't know how to put boundaries around that situation. So she does whatever she wants to do, and it's effect. Leave it over there. Leave it over there. That's his problem. Ladies, separate the parting of the Red Sea. Leave it. Leave it over there. That's his issue, not yours. Can't nobody tell him nothing. Can't nobody tell him nothing, divine. So you just, all right. I don't need. Okay, great. You don't need. So when shit falls to pieces, do not pass go. Do not collect $200 from over here, because you're not going to get it. Sometimes you got to be that way. Yeah. A lot of us are spoiled, Aisha. A lot of us are spoiled. Man, y'all something else. I mean, I was spoiled too. I ain't gonna lie, I was spoiled. But, you just sometimes you gotta let folks fall on their face. I mean, you could throw the whole man away, but listen, y'all know I used to be a professional ghoster. I'm not proud of that, but I used to be a professional ghoster. I would disappear like that, no problem. Scatter, disappear. I'm better now. So I used to be the one to throw the whole man away, because that seemed like that was a solution. But it's really not. It's really not. Because then I had to sit with myself, and I had to be honest with myself about things that I tolerated, things that I allowed, that I shouldn't have allowed, being passive aggressive, not speaking my mind as soon as something happened and waiting until later on. No. Now that I'm older, I'll be 35 next week, I have no problem telling anyone exactly how I feel when I feel it. Because I shouldn't have to. Passive aggressive people are people that hold things in and then they low key throw digs at somebody instead of addressing the person. If I have a problem with Tasha, I'm not going to make a sly comment to Aisha, like roundabout sly comment to Aisha about Tasha. I'm going to address Tasha. Passive aggressive people don't do that. They do roundabout stuff. And I learned that about my own personality, that I was passive aggressive, and I had to stop doing that. So getting into an argument with a man, I would low key say stuff, like slick stuff, instead of addressing his behavior that was unacceptable. Just flat out addressing the fact that the way he spoke to me or the way he reacted was disrespectful, and I'm not putting up with it. This is not how it's going to go down. I would wait until days later to say something. And that's why, like, even in my readings, when I provide advice, exactly, Aisha, and you can't do that. You cannot do that with men. You have to be upfront. You have to tell them what's going on here and now. Sir, your tone, take it down. Take it down. This conversation is about to be over. If you keep hollering, screaming, and cussing me out, I'm hanging up the phone. We're not even having a conversation. If you start using profanities, it's over, because you're not going to talk to me crazy. That's just not going to happen. Man, woman, child, is not going to happen. So you have to set boundaries. You have to put your foot down and say, this ain't it. This ain't it. And I'm going to end up throwing the whole man away if he can't figure it out. Because at that age, you shouldn't have to tell him that his behavior is unacceptable. So if you do have to tell him that, that's a problem. That's a problem. And more than likely, he's not going to change it unless he sees his problem. Yes, unless he sees his problem. Here's the thing, you can't change a man. He can change for himself. If he cares enough about you and what you're telling him, he will make those changes. I've seen it happen in my own situation. He will make those changes. He knows never to say certain things to me. He knows how to speak to me because I've established that boundary. I've established that boundary. You will not speak to me in this type of way, and I'm not going to allow it. I will hang up the phone. We are done. That's it. Because the thing is with me, I don't treat people the way that I don't want to be treated. So I'm not accepting that behavior. If I'm not cussing you out, calling your name, calling you all types of bitches and hoes, screaming and yelling, then why are you doing it to me? Make it make sense. Just because you came from the street or you came from a household that allowed that does not mean that I'm that way. So you got the wrong woman. You may have done that with your ex or your baby mamas or whoever else you did that with, but you're not going to do it with me. And that's where you have to train somebody how to treat you. Because how they treat somebody else, exactly, Aisha. Take it like a man. Take it like a man. That's what I'm saying. Like, what you're not going to do, there's certain things you're not going to do. That's like when people, like when women are like, oh, well, he was choking me. He was just playing. No, sis, he's not just playing. He's violent. That is violence, and that is grounds for termination. This relationship is immediately over, period. Do not pick up the phone and call him. Block his number. That's violence. We don't do violence. We don't do domestic abuse here. We don't do that. We're not even going to set the stage for that. Oh, he slapped me. He was just playing. How many more violent things? Oh, he punched me. Now you have a black eye. Was he playing then? You got a bruise on your shoulder. Was he playing then? Oh, he called me a bitch. He was just playing. So when he calls you a bitch when he's upset, is that going to be okay too? Do you see what I'm saying? You have to call people out immediately. Call men out immediately. Like you do with kids. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Don't you call me talking to me like that. You have to set the ground for what you do and do not want. Because when you don't, they will take it on themselves to treat you exactly how they feel that they should treat you. That's why it's up to you. It's up to you. You set the stage. You set the rules. And y'all gonna laugh, but remember, you have the power. Women have the power. Women have the power. And y'all know what I'm talking about. You have the power. You say you're done, it's gonna be like, oh, please, baby, I didn't mean it. I bet you didn't mean to. I bet you didn't mean to. I'm sorry. You better be. See, Thing is, there had to have been signs, Aisha, before it ever escalated to that point. Do you see what I'm saying? The moment that a man starts calling you out of your name, this is a boundary for me. This is a no-no. The moment he starts calling you out of your name in anger, that already tells me he cannot manage his emotions. He cannot manage his anger. And a man who cannot manage his temper is dangerous. That's why I don't understand how a lot of women have relationships with men who are in jail, because they are aggressive as hell and they're violent and they talk to you any type of way. No, sir. You're not finna cuss me out when I'm putting money on your books. That's not finna go down. That's not finna happen. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? You're not going to. It starts small. That's why you have to. Red flags. He gets pissed at the restaurant. And throws something on the floor. You like, he did. Exactly, Tasha. But women will be embarrassed and they'll make an excuse for it. Oh, he was just having, he didn't mean to do that. Yeah, he meant every bit of what he did. Yes, he did. He meant to do exactly what he did. He punched a hole in the car because he was upset that you wouldn't let him in the house. Violence much? He knew exactly what he was doing when he did it. And that's what happens a lot of times. People ignore stuff. Oh, he ain't really, until somebody ends up dead. Until somebody ends up dead. Serious. I'm dead ass serious. People ignore stuff. Like, oh, they just brush it off. They just brush it off. Mm-mm. Ain't no brushing it off. Ain't no brushing it off. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no brushing it off. Soon as you see disrespectful behavior, unacceptable behavior, tantrums, somebody lashing out in anger, that shows you, that's a clear indicator the person has no control. Yeah. And there's a point where you have to get rid of it immediately. You got to shut it down. You have to shut it down. Because if you don't, it'll continue to escalate. That's what I'm saying. It'll get worse. And a lot, if you've ever listened to women who've had like the domestic violence situations, a lot of times they'll be like, well, first he started telling me I couldn't do this. He started talking about her appearance, or telling her, devaluing her, talking trash about her, the way she looks, or just started calling her out of her name, started being cursing and yelling and screaming. It usually starts verbally before it gets physical. It usually starts verbally before it gets physical. So if it's ever verbally, throw the whole man away. In the trash, ASAP. In the trash, ASAP. In the trash. That's something my mom taught us girls growing up, me and my sisters. A man has one time to call you out of your name. Because the moment he does it, he's already showing you who he is. He's already showing you who he is. He has one time to raise his voice towards you. Raising his voice towards you is a sign that he lacks control as well. Women allow it. Women allow it. Deal breakers. Deal breakers. Exactly, Aisha. But some women will be like, oh, well, he just had a rough day. I've actually had clients text me messages, like send me screenshots of messages between them and their person. And I'm just like, you let him talk to you like that in a text message? I about passed out. I said, no, sir. Not over here. But culturally, we're different. Upbringings. Some people on the East Coast, that's how they talk to each other. That's fine, but we don't do that over here. That's not going down over here. Y'all can keep that. And that's more than likely, I would probably never date anybody from the East Coast, because that culture is so different, and I would never want somebody to treat me that way, because I wouldn't do it back. You know what I mean? I wouldn't. Wouldn't want it. Hi, it's Mid. Yeah, he don't own you. He don't, but he'll try it. He'll try it if you let him. Divine Love, you can drop your question. Honestly, it could be a combination of lack of self-worth and fear. I think a lot of women stay in situations like that or allow certain things because of fear, because men are naturally stronger than women. So sometimes, like, if a man raises his voice, or he raises his, you know what I mean, like he shows his anger, she immediately like backs out, because she don't want them problems. So I get it. But why? Don't stay there. Don't stay there. You don't have to put up with that. You don't have to put up with it. It's the aggression for me. And that's from anybody. Man, woman, dog, cat. No, it's the aggression for me. That's why I don't have a dog, because some dogs are extremely aggressive and I'm not with it. I'm not with that growling, violent. Nope. Got my bunny. I think a lot of it is fear too. I know I can only speak for myself, from my own experience, but when I had when I was dating a guy who was talking to me crazy, when he was talking to me crazy, I was passive aggressive. He was also passive aggressive, but I was passive aggressive out of fear. Like I felt afraid to actually stand up to him and say what I thought or felt in the moment, because I didn't know how it would escalate. But when you remove fear from a situation, nothing can affect you. So what's the overall energy between Divine and the Leo? Overall energy here. Yeah, so don't be afraid to speak your mind and stand up for yourself. Don't be afraid to cut them off. And even with that, sometimes you have to be careful, because some men are psychopaths, sociopaths. So you have to like let them down easy. Just, you got to know who you're dealing with. Because, you know, some people don't take rejection well. Spirit, what's the overall energy between Divine and the Leo? We've got interference. There could definitely be interference in this connection, Divine. Definitely. Something standing in the way. Something standing in the way. We've got delay, slow progress. I definitely feel like it's a slow progress. We have soul vibes, so you definitely too have a deep connection between the two of you. You vibe well. Your energy connects well. We have money can't buy love. Money can't buy love. What does that mean? So it's not just about what you can get from the relationship. It's not just about what you can get from the relationship or about what he can get from the relationship. There's actual real love here. It's not about materialistic things. Because, you know, sometimes people will be like, they're only around you as long as you're beneficial to them. It's not really love. It's what you can do for them. We've got confusion. We've got confusion. And this could be your energy, because as much as you two connect, your energies connect, there's love here, there's good vibes, there's good energy here. It could be too that you feel confused as to why certain things are not the way they should be. Because like he says one thing and then does another. That's what I'm picking up. And that could also be the slow delay. We have fantasy love. Sometimes it may feel like it's too good to be true. Be you. Love yourself. I feel like your person does love you for who you are. So that's not an issue. The Spirit's just confirming that. Definitely. But also I feel like this could be a message about your person too. Your person could struggle with insecurity, Divine. And he may, with that being said, sometimes he may feel like he's not good enough for you, because he struggles with his own insecurity, and sometimes he doubts that you love him for who he really is. And that's because of his own insecurities. We've got purge. There are definitely some things that need to be purged, that need to be changed in this connection on both parties' parts. This is also, for me, this is indicative of shadow work and healing that needs to be done. Shadow work and healing. We've got you're always in my heart. I also have betrayal. I have betrayal. I feel like there's trust issues. When betrayal comes up, there's trust issues here in this connection. And the only way to solve the trust issues is to affirm reassurance. Affirm reassurance that there's nothing to fear. That's a conversation that needs to be had, because I feel like both of you guys have trust issues when it comes to betrayal. Because you both may have been betrayed before in the past. And that's why the shadow work, and that's why the healing is so important. Because once you get that out, that's what purging is. Releasing and letting go. Releasing and letting go and cleansing your energy of past traumatic energy, of holding on to resentment from the past situations that have affected both of you. Then you can move past it, because there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of love here, but when you have trust issues, it's hard to move forward. Hey, Aquarian. It's hard to move forward when you have a lot of, hey, love, how are you? When you have trust issues, it's hard to move forward. Sometimes it seems impossible. There's a lot of love here. We also have growth and abundance, and we also have deep emotions. We also have sensual. So there's strong chemistry. There's strong energy between the two of you. But in order for there to be growth and abundance, you guys are going to have to do some purging. You're going to have to do some have a sit down, serious communication. Spirit, can you clarify purge for me, please? What needs to be purged here? That's why it kind of seems slow. Like things are moving along in this connection between you and him kind of slowly, because there's still things that need to be worked out. Look at this. Communication. Oh, I'm sorry, love. Definitely sending you healing vibes and prayers. I hope, you get back to full recovery. Yeah, communication. The communication between you two needs to be improved. You both need to talk about some things. The Fool. You both need to be willing to take that risk and not have any fear. The Fool energy, the energy of the Fool is trust. Because the Fool doesn't look back. The Fool just moves forward. And then we got the Nine of Swords, which is anxiety. That's something to let go of. That's something to let go of. That's a communication that needs to be had about your anxiety, your fears, and that's what needs to be purged. Thank you, Spirit. In order for things to move forward. What's the advice? So you're back at work, Aquarian? What's the advice, Spirit? I also feel like, Divine, that these deep emotions are in regard to the trust issues. I feel that too. I feel like there's deep emotions when it comes to love between you and him, but I also feel like the deep emotions are in regards to betrayal. We have offer, giving love, heart, and soul. Yeah, Spirit says to continue to... Oh my goodness. Well, just take care of yourself, Aquarian. Keep taking, build your immune system up. If you're taking, I highly suggest or recommend supplements if you're not taking them already. Zinc, vitamin B vitamins, vitamin D, vitamin K, all of that. All the good stuff. Vitamin C especially. We have walking away. Emotionally withdrawn, gain back your power. Sometimes you have to walk away and stop giving so much to someone who's not appreciative. Divine, if you feel that. I don't blame you, Aquarian. I don't blame you at all. You might want to start looking for something different, love. We have transformation. A change is taking place. So your connection is about to transform between the two of you. I feel like y'all are on the brink of Y'all are on the brink of having to have a serious conversation. Oh, look, and Spirit says shadow work. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, I'm telling y'all, tarot is so serious. Like, it be so serious. We've got crybaby plays the victim, and we've got forgiveness. So this is the advice Spirit's giving here. Shadow work, healing personal rooted issues, because I feel like your person plays the victim a lot. He acts like everything is about what he's got going on, and you need to be more understanding of how he's feeling. But really, he's not as understanding from your perspective sometimes. So it's like you both have to work on forgiveness, forgiving past situations, forgiving people in your past, both of you, and forgiving one another for your mistakes, because nobody is perfect. You know, just like God gives us grace and he allows an opportunity for us to reconcile. It's like that type of energy that in order for this to grow, like forgiveness is going to be a big thing between the two of you, but it definitely needs to be a sit down conversation. But this is great if you're already in this energy of like emotionally withdrawing, to gain back your power, because you don't have to entertain foolery. You never have to entertain foolery, and you shouldn't have to, because all that rah-rah and arguing back and forth gets no one anywhere. So until he's actually ready to sit down and have a conversation about what's going on, then I would definitely withdraw, because there's no sense in giving to someone or offering your heart and soul into something that's not benefiting you, that's not benefiting both parties, because it's a waste of time and energy. You know, and instead of him, and he's going to have to stop, he's going to have to stop being a crybaby. Like, he's going to have to get it together and figure it out and say, you know what, I really do love you. I really do want to work this out. How can we work together? This is my desire for everybody's connections. How can we as a couple work together to improve this situation so that we're both happy? So that it's not just one person feeling unsure or confused, the other person thinks everything's fine, and there's confusion. No, we need to be on the same page. We both need to be happy. We both need to accept that there's some things that probably won't change, because that's who we are at this point in life. And then there's things that we can change if we choose to do so. So definitely transformation. There has to be a change, is what Spirit is saying in this connection. There has to be shadow work in this connection, and there has to be forgiveness in this connection in order for it to pan out. So I hope that makes sense, my love. Spirit's always on point. And Spirit says y'all do need to talk about the trust issues. No lies. Look, 8 of Wands, communication. The Fool is about taking a risk. This is going to be, it's going to be nervous because you don't know what's out there. Like, he's looking at the horizon. Like, I don't know how this is going to go. But you're going to have some faith that you can sit down and talk about whatever is causing you the anxiety. What's causing you to not be able to sleep at night, or causing you to have nightmares about situations that make you feel uncomfortable. You see what I'm saying? Because you both are having the nightmares. So you guys need to sit down and talk about it. Spirit be telling all the business. Like, listen, y'all both got healing to do. Y'all both got work to do. You're most welcome, my love. Thank you for all your love and support. Thank you to everybody who has hopped in tonight. Sending you guys love, healing, abundance. I'm really hoping and praying that everybody's relationships are successful this year, because the year 2022 numerically is 6 in astrology, and this is the year of the lovers. So I'm really feeling like if you're already in a connection, it's going to be stronger this year. And if you're not, if you're single, you may be meeting the love of a lifetime this year. But you have really got to put in the work on yourself, because before you get into a relationship, any back stuff you got going on, you got to deal with it. You got to process it. You got to feel it. You got to cry it out. You got to talk it out, write it out, burn it out, whatever you got to do, but you got to get it out so you can be ready to receive what's coming to you. All right. Did anybody else send a donation for a reading that I didn't know? Yes, reflection definitely for sure, Aisha. Self-reflection is going to be powerful this year. This is the year. If you haven't set goals for yourself, set them now. January is the start, so we're still in the first part of this year. It's not too late. I've set goals personally for my business because I want to excel this year. I want to be about it, not just talk about it. So I've set that in goal for motion, but also even in my relationship, I want to have a stronger connection with my person. I want to, I'm blessed that we have a pretty good relationship for the most part, but I want it to grow and I want it to be stronger and be even more better, because like I said, nobody's perfect. We have issues. We have things, you know what I'm saying? So it takes time. And even with that, like, I think too, feeling pressure from other people, like family members, Aisha, like grandmothers. My grandmother was like that too. My grandmother was like, "You haven't had no babies?" No, grandma, I have not. But if you do it, you want to do it for you. You know what I'm saying? If you decide to get married, if you decide to have children, you want to do it because it's something that you want to do. And you want to make sure you're doing it with who you feel is the right person for you. So take your time, because it's going to affect your life. Those are major decisions. Marrying someone is a big decision. Just like divorcing someone is a big decision. Having children with someone is a big decision. So before you make a big decision, take your time. There's no rush. There is no rush. This is your life. So everybody else's little input is cute. It's their opinion and they can have it. Let them have it. But at the end of the day, you're the one that has to live with whatever the results of your choices are. So make sure you choose wisely, right? Yeah, that was me. I'm not having kids with somebody that I don't feel is stable. I'm not having a child with someone that I have to chase around for contact. I would almost stop going to her because you don't need that type of negative feedback. Yeah, it's like it sounds like a backhanded compliment. How is it that one instant you can congratulate me for something, but in the second thing, in the same breath, you turn around and tell me that you're disappointed. I don't need that. I don't need that negativity. I don't need that negativity. Either you proud of me or you ain't proud of me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, at the end of the day, it's your life. Family will always have an input. That's like my sisters. They're very protective. They might not approve of my boyfriend. They may not approve of where I live. They may not approve of who my child's father is. They may not approve of the kind of car I drive. Family and friends are always going to have an opinion. Let them have it. That's all it is. They're going to have an opinion. That's like people on the internet. I hate when, I don't know, am I the only person? But I hate when people like on Instagram or YouTube or whatever, people on the internet want to argue with you. It's like, you want to argue? I don't even know you. You can have your opinion. I really don't care that much. I don't know you and you don't know me. Like, people feel the need to give their opinion. And it's like, but nobody asked you though. Nobody asked you. So that's your opinion. This is my business. Have a great day. Have a great day. I literally had, cause y'all know how I am, right? So y'all know how I am. So I keep my nails done regularly. And I also, exactly, Aisha, not needed, period. I also keep, two things about me. I love good fragrances. I get that from my mom. I love expensive fragrances because they last longer, they're stronger. Don't get me wrong, I will buy cheapies, like, for during the week or whatever at work. But then I was like, you know what? I'm wearing my nice fragrances because that's what I got them for. I literally probably buy perfume pretty regularly, like every couple of months, like every 2 or 3 months, I'm buying a new perfume. It's just something, my mom has always done it. And I love to smell good. I love to be around people who smell good. That's a key to raising your vibration. So if you want to know a good way to raise your vibration and to attract certain scents, they attract abundance. They attract love. They attract certain things. Fragrances and perfumes are a great way to keep your vibration up. So I had somebody come in my office one day at work, and he was like, oh, you're always changing your nails. And I said, what's wrong with that? Like, what's the problem? What is the problem, sir? He's like, oh, you one of those. Like, one of what? Like, what does that mean? Like, I can't take care of myself. By the last time he saw me, my nails needed to be filled. Like, most women go to get their nails filled every 2 weeks. That's what I do. What is the issue? I'm paying for it. What is the issue? Every time I come in here, you have a different smell. What is the issue? It's like, you know what I mean? Like, it was an unwarranted opinion. Like, I didn't ask for your opinion. Me getting my nails done has nothing to do with whoever this guy is. Me wearing my perfume has nothing to do with whoever this is. I do it because I enjoy it. It makes me happy. It makes me feel feminine. It makes me feel whatever, confident, whatever. But it's like, people will always have their opinion. Exactly. People will always have their opinion. And then on the flip side, I had a guy who was like out of line, complimenting my smell. I was like, sir, you're going to have to walk out of the building because this is a no. Like, no, you know? But I mean, I do what I do because it makes me feel comfortable. It's like those people who hate on women who wear makeup. Why are you hating on her for wearing makeup? There's so many other horrible things that she could be doing with her life. She decides to put makeup on and you want to sit here and drag her for that. I don't understand people. Like, they make no sense. It's your opinion. I prefer, you know, those people who will comment and they'll be like, well, I prefer a natural queen. I prefer a natural looking queen. Go get you a natural looking queen. Somebody who's got curly hair, dreadlocks, braids, whatever you feel is natural to you, who doesn't wear makeup, who doesn't have any facial anything, implants or nothing, that's fine. You can do that. That's your preference. But don't sit here and talk crap about somebody else who chooses to do something different. That's fine. She's not hurting you. People are always giving their opinion. It's like, but we didn't ask you though. We didn't ask you. Right. And some women are like that too. Oh, she's got all that makeup on. Ma'am, you couldn't put on makeup if you tried. We see your profile picture. We see it. Like, it'd be the main ones that have an opinion about something. It'd be the main ones. And I'm like, because why? Wait, what? Anywho, y'all. Sending you love, divine. I'm gonna hop off here too. But thank you guys so much for hopping in. Love you guys. For tarot class, I'm gonna be probably hop on IG in the morning so I can test y'all. So if you want to join into Instagram, probably about 8 o'clock in the morning, I'll hop on so I can test y'all on the major arcana and do some like little combinations to see how you interpret the cards, see if y'all are learning, because I want to make sure whoever's watching the tarot classes that they're actually benefiting from it. I'm working on something, a digital product. So I'm hoping to upload it to my website so that you guys can download it for free for the people who are subscribed to my website. So it may be a worksheet, it may be a journal. I'm trying to toggle between whichever one I want to do. I'm thinking between the two, I might do both. We'll see. But I'm just trying to, I really want to help everybody with self-development, personal growth, and all that type of stuff this year. So I'll announce it when it's ready. But good night, y'all. Thank you so much for hopping in. And until next time, love y'all.